strict rules 6ix9ine must follow on house arrest. Tekashi 6ix9ine has made headlines once again after it was announced that he will be set free because of growing fears about the coronavirus. The Brooklyn-born rapper was in the midst of his sentence before he was constantly complaining to prison officials that he had health issues and should be released immediately. Luckily for Tekashi 6ix9ine, he has himself a solid team of attorneys and lawyers who did their best to get him released. The whole court system was on 6ix9ine's side. He is now a free man. His freedom does obviously come with many conditions, as he still has 4 months on his sentence. He is meant to remain on house arrest for the remaining 4 months of his prison sentence. Originally, he was facing much more serious time. He did some things in his favor that would give him the benefit of the doubt. Rising to fame as fast as 6ix9ine did, he had everyone's attention. While he was locked up, headlines were still being made about the viral 23-year-old rap star. Many fans are waiting to see what Tekashi 6ix9ine will say once he finally picks social media back up. Now that he is on house arrest, he will be meant to follow strict rules, as he is already going to be supervised and tracked. It's important for the Brooklyn-born rapper to not get out of line so that he can finish his sentencing with no issues. Will 6ix9ine get himself in more trouble now that he's free from prison? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Today at Line Report, we will be covering the strict rules 6ix9ine must follow while on house arrest. Watch until the end of the video because you won't want to miss a thing. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Be sure to check out the link in our description to enter for your chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. 6ix9ine was ecstatic to get out as early as he did. The case looked to be going in the wrong direction for the 23-year-old. Fortunately, his cooperation got him out early. Leading up to his unexpected early release, 6ix9ine had already been complaining about getting out earlier and was hopeful. He's out and he's very happy to be released, his lawyer Lance Lazaro made it clear Thursday following the move, adding that the rapper doesn't currently show any symptoms of the deadly illness, which he has to thank for his early release. Continue watching to find out just how strict the Brooklyn-born rapper's house arrest will really be. Lazaro also added that once a coronavirus test is available for the rapper, he will take it immediately. It is unknown if he's taken the test yet, and also unclear if his results will even be shared with the public. There actually has been a real problem in the United States with a shortage of tests. Many people have not been able to get a proper diagnosis on the coronavirus because they simply cannot get their hands on a test. Luckily for Tekashi 6ix9ine, he is a high-profile individual and will probably be first in line to get a test. In court docs, the judge said that the Fifi artist must wear a GPS tracking device and live at a location his probation officer clears first. Now, 6ix9ine is technically free, therefore it is unknown whether the rapper is serving his time in Brooklyn, where he is native to, or some other private place. 6ix9ine is also not permitted to leave his house under any circumstances other than seeking medical attention or his attorney, both of which have to be approved by the probation department with prior notice. Also, the rainbow-haired rapper is also accountable for checking in with his probation officer every day through a video conference. The Bushwick, New York native's legal team argued for the switch in venues, saying that Tekashi was extra prone to complications from the coronavirus as someone who lives with asthma. It was his asthma that got the rapper free in the first place, which we'll get more into later. One major question about 6ix9ine being free is if whether or not he will be able to keep his name out of trouble. As we all know, Tekashi 6ix9ine has a need for attention. For some reason, his name is always in the headlines. Tekashi has seemed to be a very problematic person in the past before, and with his recent involvement helping prosecutors choose a guilty party, he may have some people after him. Can Tekashi 6ix9ine stay safe and not cause any problems while serving his remaining 4 months on house arrest? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. The judge said that he did not consider the rapper to be a threat to society in coming to his ruling. He noted that the rapper has already completed the majority of his sentence and that the decision was not announced until the rapper had landed safely at his location. Hopefully, 6ix9ine is able to stay safe and lay low until he is officially a free man for his safety. The judge had a change of heart from last week when he initially declined the rapper's request, claiming that it was in the hands of the Federal Bureau of Prisons. The judge obviously had something else in mind, considering his reason behind the denial was not valid. Lazaro countered in saying that the judge was in charge of the issue due to the fact that the Bebe artist was in a private facility. The judge then approved the request pending any opposition from prosecutors in the case. United States Attorney Jeffrey Behrman said that in the event the court finds extraordinary and compelling reasons presented by the defendant's medical condition, placing him at high risk during the coronavirus outbreak, the government does not oppose the defendant's motion for compassionate release. Shortly after, Tekashi 6ix9ine was a free man. Back in 2018, Tekashi 6ix9ine was arrested on racketeering, weapons, and drug charges. These are some serious federal charges to be facing, especially in New York. He pled guilty to 9 charges, including conspiracy to murder and armed robbery in February 2019, and was later given a 2-year prison sentence in late 2019 after testifying against his fellow 9 Trey gangster members. This was actually good news for the Brooklyn-born rapper. As crazy as it sounds, he was initially facing some serious time, and 2 years sounded like a blessing to Tekashi and his legal team. His charges are still extremely serious though. He was involved in crimes that took place all over New York. Tekashi 6ix9ine was facing 39 years to life initially before he snitched out his old friends and fellow gang members to take an easier sentence. Initially, Judge Engelmeyer was not going to grant 6ix9ine along with his lawyers their request of letting him out early. After some deep research and a good education in his field, 6ix9ine's lawyer, Lazaro, was able to work something out. Engelmeyer said he didn't have the legal authority to change the sentence, which was initially thought to be the reason why he could not allow Tekashi to walk free. He cited Tekashi 6ix9ine's heightened vulnerability to the virus because he has asthma. Engelmeyer said he could not have known that the final 4 months of Mr. Hernandez's sentence would be served at a time of a worldwide pandemic to which persons with asthma, like Mr. Hernandez, have heightened vulnerability. He continued, had the court known that sentencing Mr. Hernandez to serve the final 4 months of his term in a federal prison would have exposed him to a heightened health risk, the court would have directed that these 4 months be served instead in home confinement. To make things work for the Brooklyn-born rapper more, he was diagnosed in October with bronchitis and sinusitis. Defense attorney Lance Lazaro wrote in a letter to the judge. In the letter, he made it clear that 6ix9ine was already struggling with some health issues. Lazaro said his client had complained to prison guards in the recent days leading to his release of shortness of breath, but he was not permitted to be taken to the hospital even though his facility's medical director had suggested it. With the deadly virus quickly spreading, prisoners could easily catch the illness. Coronavirus had already made its way through some prison systems, with Tekashi staying in New York, one of the most heavily infected areas. Who knows that the rapper hadn't already come in contact with it? Tekashi 6ix9ine was serving his time in a private prison though, so it is unclear how it may have affected him. Lazaro continued in an email where he mentioned that it was strongly recommended to the Bureau of Police to release the inmate as soon as possible. Eventually, they will come to their senses and let 6ix9ine walk free. The coronavirus has hit the world by surprise. Stemming from China, it quickly spread to the world and has greatly impacted the United States as well. Many people are losing jobs and it is greatly impacting the economy. The entire world is basically in lockdown. This does not stop the music industry though, with artists dropping songs to keep their fans amused during these lockdowns. Celebrities are not any different from the rest of society, and many big influencers have come down with the illness. Recently, it was even announced that world-famous rapper YNW Melly, who is currently serving time for a murder charge, was diagnosed with the coronavirus. Luckily for 6ix9ine, he dodged the virus while in prison and got released early. Although he is out on early release, he will still have to face time only at home from the comfort of whatever he decides to surround himself with. Another rapper who had a scare with the coronavirus is Drake, who came in contact with the virus after hanging out with NBA player Kevin Durant, who was later announced to have contracted the coronavirus. 21 Savage was also suspecting that he could have possibly had the virus because he said he was feeling ill. The coronavirus is something to be taken seriously though. The United States, as well as the rest of the world, was not ready for what just hit. Tekashi 6ix9ine has the sickness to thank for his freedom, considering his current health issues are not to be messed with. Tekashi 6ix9ine is now serving the rest of his 4 months that remain on prison sentence from home. He has some pretty strict conditions considering he's still the property of the prison system. After ratting out his former friends who were part of the dangerous 9 Trey Bloods, who were also responsible for many crimes across New York. With that being said, it is very possible for 6ix9ine to have some enemies after him who could have been affiliated with the gang. Undoubtedly, his street cred has plummeted. Many fans are already over his antics and could care less about what the rapper does next. But at the same time, Tekashi 6ix9ine constantly has his name in the news for something more and more interesting every time. Will the Brooklyn-born rapper be able to bounce back and release hit after hit like he used to once he gets out? Or will the pressure of returning to his former glory lead to his demise? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in today at Lime Report, where we covered the strict rules 6ix9ine must follow while on house arrest. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Be sure to check out the link in our description to enter for your chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Lime Report.